Kal halal la Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Waha, Raha Kwadash. All praises and glory go to you, Lord. Double honors and respect go to our apostles, bishops, elders, and teachers, the men of Great Millstone. To you I say Shalom. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there. It's your brother Ryan. Let's get into it. It seems like the elite of the world are moving to the next phase of their diabolical plan. The next pandemic is rolling out right before your faces, and you were warned, okay? As the children of Israel, you were warned by the prophets of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. And Yahweh is whom you ignorantly call God. Yahushai is his son, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And the prophets, the men of Great Millstone on down, have been warning you of wars, pestilences, plagues, race wars, civil wars, world wars, all of it. Been warning you that the days are coming when many shall be taken in a great number because of the wrath of Yahweh, okay? And the Lamb, Yahushai, that they were going to punish the world for their evil. Now that we're moving into phase 2, you can expect more lockdowns to come. You can expect more perishings, deletions. This is Ezekiel chapter 21, and I'll scroll down to verse 9, though the whole chapter is a very good read. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth, meaning party? It contendeth the rod of my son in every tree, as every tree. And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and is furbished, to give it into the hand of the slayer. Cry and howl, Son of man, for it shall be upon my people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians, and you confusion of faces. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh, because it is a trial. And what if the sword contend even the rod? It shall be no more, saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Thou therefore, Son of man, prophesy and smite thine hands together, and let the sword be doubled the third time, the sword of the slain. It is the sword of the great men that are slain, which entereth into their privy chambers. I have set the point of the sword against all their gates, that their heart may faint, and their ruins be multiplied. It is made bright. It is wrapped up for the slaughter. Okay, there's a great slaughter coming at the hands of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Okay, it's going to come in all manner of forms. Some of you are going to die in the next world's war, race wars, civil wars. Some of you are going to die by the famines, the pestilences, the plagues, and the famine probably is going to be the worst of it all, because one pines away slowly. Their death is torture, okay? And the last of the judgment will come in the form of fire, thermonuclear fire, and those chariots of the Lord, which you identify as UAPs or UFOs, shooting lasers upon the people in the final day of the Lord's judgment. This is not a game. Let's take a look at the video that I have.
Today, the emergency committee met and advised me that, in its view, the situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. The situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. I have accepted that advice. The detection and rapid spread of a new clade of Mpox in eastern DRC, its detection in neighboring countries that had not previously reported mpox, and the potential for further spread within Africa and beyond is very worrying. In addition to other outbreaks of other clades of mpox in other parts of Africa, it's clear that a coordinated international response is essential to stop these outbreaks and save lives.
We begin with the next phase of this diabolical plot, okay? And some might say that it is the plan of the elite. Those of us in the know understand that this is the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is the will of the one whom you ignorantly call God and the one whom you ignorantly call Jesus. This is their will, okay? That the plagues draw close upon the earth, okay? That many be taken in a great number. All prophesied by his prophets time and again for the rebellion of the nation of Israel, for the sins they have been committing, the laws, statutes, and commandments that they have been breaking. And they refuse to return. They refuse to repent. They refuse to seek to the Lord for counsel, for wisdom, for forgiveness. And for this reason, the nation of Israel is going to be the main recipient of the Lord's wrath when he begins to judge the world. And it's not saying that the heathens won't receive wrath as well. It's coming for all the wicked in the world. And the wicked, the chief of the wicked, namely Esau, Edom, Idumea, Mount Seir, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, is going to receive the worst of it, okay? But you children of Israel, you were warned. You were warned to turn back onto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to repent to the best of your ability, to have faith in Yahweh Yahweh Shai. And you refused to listen. You refused to hearken, okay? This is 2 Esdras chapter 16. Verse 37 is where I began. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, meaning they come near, they're close. The plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. When the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word. And his people, again, the real Hebrew Israelites of the Holy Scriptures, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians. And yes, you confusion of faces. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. Okay? They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers, and therefore they that labor in vain. Right. Because this is a time, this is the beginning of sorrows. This is a time like no other ever in history, and the Lord is telling you, there's nothing worth holding on to, okay? Your material wealth, it means nothing. It's not going to save you, okay? Your houses, your cars, your job, your money, you're subject to lose it all in these latter days, because we're in the last seconds of the latter days. And the judgment that is coming from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to be so harsh upon the people that he is telling you to be as pilgrims upon the earth, okay? Moving from spot to spot, avoiding detection. Catch me if you can, said the gingerbread man. Mentality. Okay, this is not a game or a joke. You got to keep your eyes peeled because these things are coming upon the earth, and they shall not slack not a moment, as it explains, as a woman in travail giving birth. Okay, as those contractions get closer and closer together, more intense in their pain, the signs of the Lord's return are imminent, and they're acting like these contractions in birth. Verse 46, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children's captive. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. Okay? This country, America, Babylon the Great, is going to be invaded. Okay? And may have already begun the invading process by letting in all these undocumented migrants who could be Gurkha troops or foreign mercenaries. All manner of misdirections are going on right now, okay? And the only one you can trust in is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and that's only by faith and works, okay? Because if you have faith without works is dead. So you can give lip service all day, but the Lord ain't dealing with no lip service. 46 again, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children's captive. For in captivity and famine shall they get children, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sins, saith Yahweh. Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman, so shall the righteous hate iniquity when she decketh herself, and shall accuse her to her face. And when he cometh, that shall defend him that diligently searcheth out every sin upon earth. And therefore be ye not like the thereunto, nor to the works thereof. For yet a little, and iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth, and righteousness shall reign among you. Right? Okay? The Lord is coming to eradicate wickedness and evil out of the earth. And this process has already begun. These plagues, they're spirits of vengeance sent, and they're not going to return unto the Lord void. They're going to accomplish that which he sent it to do. So you can keep playing games in these latter days, and you will find yourself on the wrong side of the Lord's righteous anger, his indignation. Now is the time to clean yourselves up. Now is the time to make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Now is the time to seek the Lord while he may be found, as pursuant to Isaiah chapter 55. Verse 53, let not the sinner say that he have not sinned, for Yahweh shall burn coals of fire upon his head, which saith before the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in his glory, I have not sinned. Sirach chapter 5, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, and I'll begin at verse 4. Say not I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me. For Yahweh is long-suffering, he will in no wise let you go. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin, and say not his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. Here's the point. Make no tarrying to turn to Yahweh, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, and in your security you shall be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Hopefully this has been edifying, but prepare. More lockdowns are coming, martial law is coming, world wars, civil wars, race wars are coming, famines, people starving to death, plagues, people being infected with viruses and diseases, pestilences, cleaving to people. All of this is coming as punishment from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for the evil of the world. Okay, if you have not repented, it will behoove you to do so. Okay, if you happen to come across this video, I hope that it was edifying. Until the next time, I want to say, call halal la Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for this message. Shalom, Israel.